Alright, today we're going to be doing a cooling system upgrade on the old 450. Yeah, going to some silicone hoses. It was already equipped with some, but we're also going with a high flow impeller and cover. We're going to, of course, go with Boyson. Boyson has always been a go-to for me. We're going to try out these moto hoses, see how they turn out. And of course, the engine ice. Can't forget that. Much cooler. So, right off the bat, main complaints: no gasket, no hardware, no hose clamps, nothing. You guys got to step up your game. Alright, other than that, I'll show you what I've got going on so far. So we already have the seat, the gas tank, radiator shrouds taken off, and I have also drained the cooling system. It's still kind of draining on my floor. Fantastic. Anyways, I got to put a towel down. And I'll come back to you when I show you what I'm going to be doing here. Alright, as far as I can tell, you're going to need an 8mm and a Phillips or a 6mm for your hose clamps, but the 8mm for your hardware that hold your impeller and your radiators on. We're only going to take one radiator off. We're going to make this as simple as possible. We don't want to spend all night in here, which I probably will anyways. So I have these guards on this one. I'm pretty sure they're Devil radiator braces, and one of the mounts is behind a radiator hose back here, which is going to be difficult to get to, so I'm going to have to take, that is not a Phillips. Oh boy, it's going to be one of those nights. Sweet. But anyways, crotch shot just for you. Anyways, with the way this setup is currently on mine, yours will probably be different. It's a pain in the ass for me to get to this one bolt back here with this radiator hose and the brace, so I was hoping to, you know, break everything loose and just take the radiator off, but it looks like I'm going to have to pull this top Y hose off and move it off to the side. I don't know what stock looks like. I just assume there's going to be a plastic one in between. A plastic union, a three-way T, whatever. But you're going to need, of course, your louver out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and take both top radiator hoses off. I know it's hard for you to see right now. This is as far back as I can go in my garage. I have another project behind you right now. But yeah, so I'm going to loosen these up. These two up here, this top one next to the radiator cap, and I might as well loosen the bottom one right here while I'm at it. And I will be back when I have that all loosened up and ready. Alright, so I have all the radiator hoses loosened from the right side radiator, and I'm just going to take the right side radiator off. But I'm going to leave the hoses attached to the left side radiator so I can install new hoses on left side radiator, then install right side radiator on top of the hoses. It probably would have been easier to do the left side, but I assure you with this bottom one on the radiator, which you can't see right now because I got it focused up here, it's going to be a pain. So that's why I decided with the right side. Now the reason why I mentioned channel locks is because usually if hoses sit there in place a long time, they get stuck, and you can just take a set of pliers and break it loose, and then after that it pretty much just, this one probably won't. Go figure. You probably have to work it off. They've been on there as long as these ones have. But anyways, yeah. Pull the bottom one off. I gotta loosen this other top one. Break it loose, wiggle free. There we go. Make sure you keep your hose clamps, because Moto Hose didn't send me new ones. Maybe that's why they were cheaper than CV4. Once you break those loose, oh, that tasted good. Get this one off. And now I have access to that one bolt down here. And now I'm going to take that off. This Top one will probably push off when I take it off. Same with this bottom one down below that you can't see. Let me set you up. That one. I'll take it off as I take the radiator off itself. Alright, I'll be right back when I take off that bolt behind this wire. Meow. See him? Sneaky asshole. And then that one there. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I got both screws out. The... oh, what would I call this? I don't know. The connector holder platey thingy. Has a sleeve on it that goes inside the radiator dampener. The rubber cushion for the radiator to absorb engine vibration. Now, looks like I'm going to have to take the pliers and loosen that top hose. Another thing I should have mentioned too is that Moto Hose kit does not come with a new top hose, which would have been nice because it's still visible, you know. It would have been nice if that was also blue. Moto Hose. Top one off, and then the bottom one. Make sure you do the top one first, not the bottom one, because if you were to do what I did there, radiator crashes to the ground. And if you don't have a brace set up, which seems... actually, that... oh, you bastard, you pissed all over me. Ah, what a dick. And I hate coolant, it's always so sticky. Alright. So anyways, I got that off. I'll meet you on the other side. Well, actually, we'll finish up this side, and then I'll meet you on the other side. Alright, I'm back. I already went ahead and took the lower radiator hose off on the other side. I know I said I'd take you over there and show me, but whoopsies. So anyways, it's off the lower radiator, or the left side of the lower radiator hose is off. Now I'm just going to take it, finish taking the lower Y hose section off of the impeller housing. It looks like it's going to also need some help from the channel locks. Oh, can you see this? Did I have you lowered? No, I did not. Okay. Anyways, fuck, you might need to get closer. It's so dark in here. God damn, summer nights are so good. Let me lower you down. That's our focus right there, people. That Impellor. Cardboard. So he's gonna need help. Let's help this little beehole. Yeah, don't forget, keep your hoses or your hose clamps, because Moto Hose. So I need to take this one off on this side because I left it on the hose. Don't you move. Right. Just pull this through. Ta-da! Got that bad boy out of there. Sell that shit, get some money back. The next one that's going to be a pain in the ass is the center one. So, no matter what, this guy right here, to make this easy and not a struggle, I'd take this off. I'd take this guy off. Both those 8mm, get him off there. Hopefully your gasket's good, because I am counting on my gaskets being good, because Boyson did not send a water pump gasket with their very expensive water pump cover and impeller. So, I don't mean to call you out, Boyson. I run you guys on my 2-strokes all the time, but that's not nice. So we're going to take this off, or just loosen these up. This one. You can still see what I'm doing, right? I hope. And this one. It did come with this one. Ding. Ding. All right. Honda foreseen this. These are a nice manufacturer. Okay. A little more oomphies, so less involved. And another one. Set those two off to the side, not gonna get them confused with the water impeller bolts. So I'm gonna take this guy off. Hopefully nothing cut you. There, got the whole thing off. Set these off to the side. Oh, God damn, I hate coolant. I'm gonna be so sticky. I hate it. Alright, got the little guy out of the way. Ugh. Alright, let's continue disassembly before we put on any hoses. Just to see if we run into anything of concern. The big long one up top. Another short one on the left hand side. And if it does not pop apart, a little help. A little stronger help. There we go. Creating a gap. Alright. A little stronger. Oh man, I hope I don't have to do that to my new cover. It's nice and shiny black. I don't really care about this one because it's getting... Oh, I'll probably try and sell it and get some money back. Alright, so when all else fails, get your trusty pry bar. Just stuck on one of the... We are going to have to get that one out because they did not send new dowel pins, and I would not expect them to send new dowel pins. Alright, now we gotta save this gasket and we'll do away with our old water pump, and it looks like we're going to need a 10mm for the impeller. I'm gonna have to grab that. If you use an impact, you don't have to fight the engine. La-di-da-di-da. Usually the Ugga-Duggas will take it right off. Like so. We had a copper washer behind that. I don't know what for. I better keep it there just in case. It's the first time I've seen a copper washer in there like that. Usually it rests right against the mechanical seal and that's it. Let me grab the new impeller cover. What up, Bubba? Just chilling. Yeah. So, looks like they're recessed the same amount. But we're still going to use this copper washer that fell out. Reach for it. Gotta want it. Alright, put that guy back on. Our new, shiny new impeller. Oh, it's so fucking expensive, it makes me horny. Alright, send it on. Good old Ugga-Duggas. Old gasket. Not happy with this, Boyson. I know I said it before, but I'm going to keep saying it. I love you guys, but you got not rip me off like this, okay? Send me a simple little O-ring. Put it right back in the grooves, exactly how it was on the old one. Let's... Oh, god damn, that looks sexy though, Boyson. Good God, you guys do a good job. Another thing maybe is like leave this smooth, because it's got a rough finish. If they'd have left that smooth, I would have been not as concerned. That does not go there. A little bit longer in that spot. And then our drain bolt. And then I'm going to zip it up real fast. This is going to be a long one. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, sweet. Impeller and cover is on. Oh, so good. So fucking sexy. I'll be right back when I drag over the hoses. Alright, got the hoses all set up. I'm going to start with the very small one that our little buddy goes to. So I'm just going to start by putting it on that far port. Oh, come on, dirty slut. Okay, moto hose is a tight fit. Once you get it started, baby. Once you get it started. Still a bitch. And we are going to go all the way to the bottom, whether you like it or not. Just a little more. Gotta get your thumb in there too. Close enough. Whatever. And then I'm gonna throw the two hose clamps on, facing in directions where I can access them. I don't know if this is going to be a good spot for this one. Now I'm going to run into that bolt. If I need to take the bolt off, I want to block it. Go this way, like that. And this one will go this way, like this. Right. Put our little doohickey bob on now. Looking back on it, I should have done this first. Should have put this on first. And she is going to be a tight fit. No, she slid right in. Okay, now we'll bolt it up. Go. So the magnetic trailer down here. Yes, it is the next day. We did not finish this last night. You know what would help? Maybe not. Start with the bottom one then. You can see that one a little better anyways. One started. Phew. What a struggle. Now, I can get this one started. That's kind of an iffy one. No, we're good. We're good. We'll start with you then. Tighten down our hose clamps. Hopefully, that's the only pain in the ass. Hopefully. Damn, you're gonna max these clamps out too. Ooh, butterfingers. I probably don't need to get these too tight because how tight that hose fit, psh, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. I wonder if I could have gone farther. I'm going to loosen these up and I'm going to see, because it looks like it's starting to get one of them little fold kinks on it. I wonder if I can fix that. Righty tighty lefty loosey. Well, kind of did. I wonder if I can. Yeah. Okay. All right. Noted. If it's kinked like that, just give it a little pinch, man. Alright, now for the bottom Y hose. Alright, sweet. So I'm going to put a hose clamp on that side. I don't know which way would be the best way to do it. Probably like that, facing back towards me. Put it on this way. And you know what, I'm just going to stuff this on this radiator right now. Right there, like a so. Alright, so I got it on the radiator on that side. And a hose clamp. And I think I'm going to put it this way. Yeah. Oh, wow. This one's going to be... Yeah, that is a lot. Might have to spit on this one. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Come on, girl. You can do it. Do the rock on technique. Rock that baby on there. Right. It's not going to fit over that hose right now. Guess not. Fuck anymore. I'm gonna undo the whole clamp. Oh, there we go. That. Ta-da! Alright. Now, I guess we could do the top one. The top Y hose. Looks right. Yeah. I should have done it all last night so I didn't forget. Not that way. Notice I haven't tightened this one yet, or the one on the other side. I'm gonna wait till I get the radiator on. Oh, whoops. Fuck. Yeah. I'll have this one facing down so I can still get to it from the left side of the bike. There you go. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab the radiator, but before we put the radiator on, we're gonna put this on the radiator. So we're gonna move. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is put this one on. The new one of these. So some pliers, pinch and a twist, another pinch and a twist. Walk that bad boy off. Ta-da. And then guess what? We get to do it again. A pinch and a twist. This time, well, fuck. Better don't do that just in case. Get this old one out of there. Toss that shit. And then put the hose clamp on. I can tell this is already going to be a struggle. Fuck, moto hose, you're just so tight. Toy like a toy gun. Yes, yes. You know what? It's on there. I'm not going to sit here and fight that. It's on. It's on. I should have just left it on that side. But I thought it was going to go on a lot farther than that. And I'm just going to route it the same way it was. It's actually kind of nice and convenient. Like a show. Alright, let's go put this on. Alright, here we are on the right side of the bike again. So all I'm going to do is set these hose clamps up. This bottom one, it doesn't really look like it's going to matter which way it faces, but I think I'm going to go this route with it. And this top one, pretty much the same way. I'm going to do the same thing. So next we'll just kind of like stuff this hose on this side of the exhaust so it's out of the way. Thank you. And whatever. Stuff the radiator on this side, the bottom one first. Going all the way. Yeah. Alright, and then the top one. And a hitchhiker. Alright, do our bolt holes line up? No! They are way off. I need to go down a lot more. So, you dirty sluts are gonna have to choke on some more pipe. There, that bottom one took quite a bit. Oh, a little more on the top. And looks like I can force my way back in there. So, take our one bolt with the washer. Oh, don't forget the top one. We're going to tighten all these clamps down when we get this radiator on, because I kind of don't want this bottom hose touching anything. So I'll twist on whichever side I feel need. Same with this top one. I'll probably do the same thing here. Twist out a little more. You know, once I get this bolted back up. See how close I can get. But for now, let's focus on the main fight at hand. Getting this radiator lined back up to go together. I'm gonna have to get out of this squeaky ass stool. What a struggle! All the things we do for your beauty. And how do you think this? By breaking a wrist? Fuck. Sometimes I just think you're ungrateful. Now, the inside one, which I assume is going to be just as bad or worse. Because same scenario as before, that didn't change. Get this hose out and away from that. Nice. Nope. God damn it, I gotta get my ass up. Let's just get her lined up in her hole first. There we go. That one's going to be a little easier, thank God. I have a feeling this radiator is going to cut up the side of one of my knuckles. So, you know what? I'm gonna be thinking with 1,000 IQ. Oh, it is over here. So, I'm gonna use the extension on the 8mm so I don't tear up my knuckles for this bottom one. No. Found it. Loosen it up a little bit. Make sure that gets lined up. That'll work. Why, thank you. Ta-da. Ish. Ta-da-ish. Come on. Sweet. Yeah, no, just tighten up hoses, I guess. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop. Oh, my 450 is sexy. I wonder if that's gonna hit the gas tanks. I'm gonna go in as much as possible just to be safe. I powder coat this frame though. Maybe not. Alright, one more on this side. Two more, right? Yeah. Bam. Not very much showing there. My gasket's worn out on my exhaust. Noted. Alright, over to the other side. Another thing I forgot to mention too is don't forget to zip tie your overflow hose to your frame while you're over there. That one's on, and should just put an impact socket on and sent this shit. This is probably for that one that was barely showing. There you go. Nothing to do now but top off with coolant and put her back together. Don't forget, always check your coolant level too. Before every ride. Make sure. And if you have to constantly add coolant, you better find your leak, or you probably might have a head gasket going out, or you're constantly, in my scenario, just boiling over. So I always had to add coolant, and that's why I decided to go with this setup. Even though I'm not running oversized radiators, I think I'll be just fine with my setup. Been nice if they would have sent a new top one. Motor hose. Alright, I'll see you when we're topping off coolant. A glug glug. That's a wrap, fellers. Catch you on the next one. Nice, baby. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear the crinkling and crackling. Cool down. Ooh, she's cold as ice. Cold-blooded.